Gentlemen, Gentlemen, please remove your head coverings and please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance followed by the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Adeline. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2019 for Lakeland Senior High School. I would like to thank the parents for their support in assisting their sons and daughters, our graduates, reaching this milestone. This evening, we are honored to have special guests with us. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized, and please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Principal, Harrison School for the Arts, Dr. Darrell Ward. Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Jacqueline Bird. Assistant Superintendent Support Services, Mr. Rob Davis. School Board Member District 1, the Honorable Billy Townsend. School Board Member District 5, the Honorable Kay Fields. School Board Member District 7, the Honorable Lisa Miller. Regional Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Tammy Dawson. Assistant Principal for Administration, Mr. Lee Gunther. Please be seated. Assistant Principal of Curriculum, Mrs. Lori McCown. Assistant Principal, Mr. Gary Westbury. Assistant Principal, Mr. O.J. Marborough. Dean of Students, Mr. Bruce Gaynor. Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Katie Marsh. Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Amy Benningfield. Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Phoebe Gonzalez. Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Deborah Alberg. Senior Director, Human Resource Services, Mr. Brian Warren. Senior Director, Assessment, Accountability, and Evaluation, Mrs. Sandra Riley Hawkins. Senior Director, K-12 Literacy, Mrs. Ann Everett. Director, Student Services, Mrs. Sherry Scott. Please be seated. Teacher, Mr. Graham Moore. Teacher, Mr. Dane Mooney. And teacher, Mr. Scott Dugood. Now, each year we recognize students graduating with honors by awarding them color sash worn at graduation. Will all the students wearing yellow sashes please stand to be recognized? I am proud to present to you a group of students graduating with honors and a grade point average of 3.2 to 3.499. You may be seated. Students wearing a red sash, please stand. These students are being recognized for graduating with high honors and a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.749. You may be seated. Will students wearing a blue sash please stand? These students are being recognized as graduating with high honors with distinction. All these students have earned a grade point average of 3.75 to 3.99. You may be seated. Finally, students wearing blue stoles, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, these graduates have earned a grade point average of 4.0 and above and are graduating with the highest honors with distinction. You may be seated. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is important to remember that this venue is celebrated within the context of a serious and formal ceremony. This formality and solemn approach gives graduation its mystique. Each student who walks across this platform deserves our attention and respect for their accomplishments. Each deserves to have his or her name clearly heard. Please be mindful of all graduates as their name is called. We will recognize all of our graduates in proper fashion and at the appropriate time. Thank you.
Hello. Class of 2019, I'd first like to congratulate you all for making it here tonight. You all do deserve all the accolades you receive. Now, because of the peculiarities of math, this year we are very fortunate to have two amazing young ladies serve as our salutatorians. And it is my great honor to be able to introduce to you the first of these young women. Jessica Arcelona is a marvel of a student. She truly is an amazing person. In her 4 years at Lakeland High School, she has earned and attended 22 collegiate level classes, including 11 advanced placement and 11 dual enrollment courses. Fun fact, she did it while also playing varsity volleyball for all 4 years. It was in one of these programs 2 years ago that I first met her, and I really began to understand how special of a person she is. Senior year can be difficult for a lot of us. You know, most of us are trying to end childhood and find our way into our future, and it becomes very easy to search for a quick exit, to come up with the easiest solution to get things done. And yet throughout this time, Jessica strove to maintain her integrity and honesty in all her academic pursuits. I've been teaching now for 13 years, and let me tell you something. This girl is one of the best people I've ever met. She earned herself a GPA of 4.603. Yeah, that deserves clapping. Next year, Jessica will matriculate at the University of South Florida. Go Bulls. Where she'll be working towards a degree in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, your first salutatorian, Miss Jessica Lynn Mogul Arcelona.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Family, friends, esteemed faculty, and my fellow graduate. It feels a bit surreal to be sitting where we are right now, the class of 2019 about to partake in our final moments of high school. Through the past 4 years, there are so many people that have contributed in helping me become the person I am today. And I'm extremely grateful for them. I would like to thank my mom and my dad for being there since day one, always telling me that there is no limit to what I can do. My sister Julianne for being my rock and the one person I know I could always go to with anything. My brother Marcel for never failing to make me laugh whether I needed it or not, and for sometimes being the only person to make me smile. I would also like to thank the many teachers that have helped and guided me and my classmates on our path to this moment. We have gone through so much these last 4 years, many moments of happiness, anger, stress, and even more stress. I hope we can look back on all of those times, the good and the bad, and say that we maintained our integrity and followed our morals, never taking shortcuts on the long road and always staying true to our character. I hope we can look back on our years at Lakeland and say that we truly put in the hard work and grit that got us to where we deserve to be, and that we are content with what we have done to get there. I hope that in the years that follow, whatever we may be doing, that we can maintain that integrity and continue to put 100% into everything. It feels as if the time from when we were walking into the school as freshmen to sitting here as seniors about to get our diplomas has passed quickly. Maybe too quickly. It may be scary thinking about what comes next because we cannot know for sure what will happen. We should be excited though, to see what the future holds for us, and we will never forget the years that we have spent together and all that we have accomplished during this time, both individually and as classmates. Where we're sitting now does not mean the end of the road, but the start of a new one. We have so much potential moving forward, and I know that we are all going to accomplish great things, no matter what direction our lives go in. So, congratulations, class of 2019. We finally made it.
This evening, I am honored to introduce the co-salutatorian of the Lakeland High School class of 2019, Kelly Schmedeke. Kelly has achieved a recognition that is the culmination of much determination and sacrifice, many late nights studying and finishing papers, as well as mastering the nuances of the fundamental theorem of calculus, parts 1 and 2. Kelly has been recognized as a superintendent scholar, an AP scholar with distinction, a Florida academic scholar through Florida's Bright Futures Scholarship Program, a presidential scholar district finalist, and recipient of the Joanne Donahue Award. Kelly has been an active member and leader in National Honor Society, Chem Club, Kiet Service Club, and A-Team. In addition to her impressive academic achievements, Kelly is one of the most decorated swimmers ever to swim for Lakeland High School. Over the past 3 seasons, Kelly has qualified for the state meet 6 times in individual events and twice in relay events. She also set the city record in the 100-meter breaststroke. The Ledger named her Girls Swimmer of the Year after her sophomore season, her junior season, and her senior season. I'm not sure what went wrong when she was a freshman. In the fall, Kelly will attend the University of Florida's honors program, where she will follow the pre-med track, majoring in biology and minoring in environmental science. Kelly has been my student for 2 years, and there's a couple of things I know for sure about her. Kelly has been blessed with many abilities and talents. Kelly demands nothing less than excellence from herself. Kelly has made her parents extremely proud, and Kelly represents the best of Lakeland High School. Mr. Martinez, graduates, guests, family members, I introduce to you the co-salutatorian of the Lakeland High School class of 2019 with a weighted cumulative grade point average of 4.603, Ms. Kelly Schmedeke.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the people that have helped me get to this point. To all the teachers that have had me over the past 4 years, thank you. I know I'm by no means an easy student to deal with all the time, but you have all shaped me into the person I am today. And the lessons you have taught us will continue to influence how we act and apply ourselves for the rest of our lives. You have laid the foundation off of which we can now go into the world and build upon as we discover exactly who we are and what we want from life. I cannot even begin to fully express my gratitude to every single teacher in this room and to those that couldn't make it. Next, I want to thank all of the graduates here. I know I don't know many of you personally, but you have nonetheless impacted me. Before starting high school, I was beyond terrified of what these past 4 years would be like. But now I have witnessed firsthand the capacity for kindness and acceptance and camaraderie that every single individual in this room is capable of. The transition from high school to whatever comes next terrifies me far more than high school did. But I know without a doubt that we are all prepared for what life will present us with next. What matters far more than any grades or GPAs or class ranks is having the right mindset. Leaving Lakeland High School knowing that you are capable of accomplishing anything you put your mind to, that you will be able to adapt to whatever situation you may find yourself in, and that you decide how you want to portray yourself to the world, that's what truly matters. Despite how these past 4 years may have gone, we all have the ability to move forward from this point and to find success and happiness in all that we do. Our actions define who we are, so choose to act with integrity, with kindness, and with empathy towards others. Choose to show the world the best version of yourself, and nothing can stop you. Finally, I want to say thank you to my family. My parents have been nothing but supportive and have shown me nothing but love and acceptance. I know for a fact that without their selflessness, I would not have made it here, and I would not be the person I am today. They created an environment where learning and growing was the focus, and for that, I am so grateful. So, to wrap this up, I want to congratulate all of you for making it here and remind you that by the end of tonight, we will all have graduated, which, although a sad end to the past 4 years, marks the beginning of a new chapter of our lives. And like I said before, no matter what has happened up to this point, what matters is what you do from this point forward. Thank you all, and congratulations, class of 2019.
Good evening. While most fifth graders were watching SpongeBob or iCarly or collecting silly bands, Trinity was busy mapping out her high school career. Trinity planned to become a star volleyball player, and she wanted to be the top student in her class, the Valedictorian. In order to accomplish these lofty goals, you need dedication. You need to work hard, and most of all, you need to sacrifice. Trinity's willingness to sacrifice was truly inspiring. As she came staggering into class one Friday morning, I asked her, "What's wrong?" She replied, "I only was able to get 2 hours of sleep." I replied, "Why would you do that the night before my test?" She said, "I had a volleyball game and I was studying for your test, and writing a paper and studying for AP Psych and studying for AP Chem. So I looked at her and said, yeah, good answer, good luck. She proceeded to get an A on all 3 tests and the paper. This continued throughout the year. If you want to be great, you got to be great. And in the past 4 years, Trinity has completed 11 AP classes, 7 dual enrollment classes, played 4 years of varsity volleyball, named Junior Player of the Year by the Ledger, named to the first team all-county volleyball team as a senior. When she wasn't playing volleyball or studying for her classes, she put in an amazing 412 community service hours and wrapped it all up with a GPA of 4.656. Trinity will attend the University of Florida, where she will major in chemical engineering. It is my honor to introduce Lakeland High School, class of 2019, valedictorian, Trinity Gerard.
Okay, well, people told me to picture everyone naked, but that is not working out right now, so. One day in economics class, we took a test on the financial sector, money, and monetary policy. I know what you're thinking. What the heck is that? Yep, that feeling was very familiar since I felt the same way after I read the first question. I remember I was crying and getting so frustrated with myself during the test because I specifically remember Mr. Roberts discussing this chapter. I just couldn't recall any of the information. Soon after, the bell rang for lunch, and with tears in my eyes, I rushed out the door and pouted for the rest of the day. And maybe the next day. That following day in class, Mr. Roberts went over the test. He answered all of our class's questions and put the correct answers on the board. During the entire class period, I was scavenging through the test. I became so mad at myself for making these stupid mistakes and getting answers wrong that I know I read in the textbook. Mr. Roberts saw my frustration and called me over to his desk once after everyone left for lunch. As soon as everyone left, tears rolled down my eyes and my face turned bright red, like it probably is right now. I vented to him, uttering my frustrations with myself and explaining that I read the chapter and I knew the information, but I just choked. He said something to me that day that I will remember for the rest of my life. He told me, Trinity, there are going to be days when you make mistakes. You get answers wrong, and you get a bad grade on a test. Those days, those mistakes do not define who you are. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself and demanding perfection, because perfection is unattainable, and that is okay. That is what I want to talk about today. We are ending a chapter in our lives that is familiar, safe. Whether you go to college, trade school, go straight into the workforce, or have no idea what to do, know this. No matter the situation, the shift, the next chapter into adulthood is full of mistakes, getting answers wrong, and probably a few bad grades here and there. But I'm here to emphasize that it is okay. It's okay to mess up, to fall flat on your face, or even get red in the face because you're so overwhelmed. You don't have to be perfect. Over the course of my 4 years at Lakeland High School, I've developed a perspective on life that I would like to share with you all. Life is too short to study and work your life away. Don't get me wrong, working hard is a pivotal key to success and is very important. But I caution every one of you to close the textbook sometimes, to put the phone down, to take a day off. There are so many opportunities to take advantage of, people to meet, and memories to pass along to grandchildren. Don't make the mistake of missing great opportunities that are gifted to us. Life is too short to care about what people think of you. Do what you're passionate about. Don't listen to the haters who are trying to either bring you down or dismiss your accomplishments out of jealousy or bitterness. And lastly, keep your family and true friends around. Without them, I would not be here standing today. In honor of that, here are the greatest gifts I have in my life. Mom, you have taught me the true definition of love, sacrifice, and hard work. I'm sorry. Thank you for being a superstar and raising two amazing kids by yourself. And always thinking, sorry, I can't read. For raising two kids by yourself and always thinking about us first. You are my rock, and I'm so blessed to be your daughter. I hope I'm half the woman and mother you are today. Trey, I couldn't ask for a better brother. Thank you for setting an amazing example of what a man should be. I've always envied you for being so selfless and kind. These traits are not something that can be easily attained. Thank you for stepping up at a young age and playing the man of the house. Mom and I appreciate it more than you know, and we love you so much. And Grace, my sweet best friend, despite all the tragedies you have faced throughout your life, you have always risen above and grown to someone I am blessed to have in my life. You are the strongest woman I know, and I'm so proud of you. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for you. Molly Mines, Kristen Yelvington, Sarah Miller, Julia Norman, Molly Raven, Gabriela Oliveira, PJ Sloan, Zane Turner, Evan Goff, and many, many more. Sorry, cannot name everyone. Thank you for your consistent support throughout this journey we call high school. Congratulations, class of 2019, we finally made it.
Seniors, please rise. Mrs. Byrd, I am proud to present to you the Lakeland Senior High School class of 2019. Each student here assembled has completed all requirements as prescribed by the Polk County School Board in the state of Florida and hereby is entitled to receive a high school diploma or a certificate of completion.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Polk County School Board, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of the Polk County school system, and confer upon each of you all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations, class of 2019!
Trinity Lynn Gerard. Jessica Lynn Mogul Arcelona. Kelly Ann Schmedicke. Courtney Elizabeth Croteau. Annie Trang Doan. Lubena Spilanova Stoikova. Jonathan Andres Dolson. Julia Gray Norman. Alexander Eric Bush. James Warren Barrick. Gabriela Marie Oliveira. Caitlin Ashley Brown. William Cooper Tensley. Alexandra Michelle Eckert. Sarah Jean White. Kirsten Denidra Patterson. Taylor Rain Cardenas. Adeline Grace Wenza Kuntz. Taylor Ray Gilliard. Zane Austin Turner. Carla Michelle Roman. Sharon Elizabeth Gardner. Sarah Louise Marilyn Pakmara. Julian Raphael Franco. Cora Susan Richards. Gage Edward Gunyon. Brandon Jacob McFarlane. Patricia Gabriella Thomas. Tiara Shanti Willis. Dwayne Andrew France II. Daniel Enrique Riveros Leon. Molly Francis Raven. Joshua Christopher Lout. Philip Jonathan Sloan II. Catherine Jane Lohman. Tanner Lee Howe. Bria Nicole Sanders. Uriah Waymon Smith. Roy Dean Rickman II. Isaiah Bishop Wamsley. Nadej Mode Lernice Mezador. Marissa Kiara Alterno. Jace Allen Hohenthaner. Tyler Michael Zumbro. Charles Garrett Wilt. Precious Monet Owens. Lamaria Darlise Washington. Thomas Albert Prokuski Jr., Carly Nicole Flagler, Zacchaeus Theophilus Rogers, Ivania Gerardo, Jason Azamula, Jason Eduardo Madrid Lemus, Lauren Ellen Zelundon, Esmeralda Valenzuela, Ian Jameson Duncan, Jorge Gabriel Negron Ramos, Brianna Michelle Earls, Tiffany Adabel Lopez, Echo Victoria Thomas, Celeste Dion Hardy, Yamilet Marie Modeste, Jason Floyd Hampton Jr., Crystal Kelly Moreno Hernandez, Haley Gail Conley, Grace Alexandra Woodard, Hunter Scott Havens, Gregory Patrick Gardner, Jenna Leanne Futch, Alyssa Lorraine McElhenney, Gabriel Guinness Beck, Penelope Geraldine Calleja, Matthew Paul Hallier, Lisa Mary Reyes Portal, Paola Maria Montero, Colby Allen Duke, Joseph Eduardo Rodriguez Espinosa, Victoria Jasmine Betancourt Nance, Robert Eugene Thompson Jr., Taylor Nicole Antos, Casey Ryan Berman, Madeline Astor Rogers, Alexis Aaliyah Smith, Denver Natalia Daniels, Lorena Maria Caballero Toledo, Starshina Denise Calix, Samantha Valaria Ramirez, Jawan Sincere Wesley Spates, Justice Manuel Rosa, Grace Ann Burnett, Christina Nicole Rodriguez Gomez, Marissa Kai Brown Hicks, Jacob Dean Manley, Andrew Robert Story. Orialis Marie Camilo Ortiz. Jeanette Marie Downard. Melody Yvette Gonzalez. Jason DeAndre Evans. Latanya Plechette C. Adriana Alice Aquendo. Angelica Avila. Cielo Carranza Tovar. Kyle Kendall Ellers. Olivia Gail Morrison. Josh Stanley McDowell. Cameron Lateran Jones. Leanne Niaja Jones. Libel Antonio Vendel. Timothy Aaron Asensio. Emily Faith Moyer. Evan Miguel Antonio Goff. Rochelle Smith. Sean Christopher Idell. Jahari Tyrell Martin. Blake Owen Walden. Ronnie Drew Garvey. Khalil Isaiah Crawford. Christian Alexis Nieves. Timothy Daniel Paul. Jordan Elise Wesley. Aaron David Shellhammer. Delina Lee Monroe. Matthew James Atkinson. Jenna Brianne Mansfield. Clay Allen Carey. Sadi Yadian Rodriguez Adorno. Kiera Shonday McFall. Ian Nathaniel Wilson. Kiera Denise Thomas. Michaela Felicia Clark. Charlize Sway Cordova Gonzalez. Ansley Georgia Ferris. Zachary James Roth. Micah Daniel Bridges. Cornelius D'Angelo Sanchez. Jarrett Anthony Dow. Michael William Mallory. Tishawn Nixon. Mackenzie Lee Nix. Nayeli Alexandra Gonzalez. Joseph Zachary Mason. Alicia Monet Davis. Kimari Jayla Stacy. Brooke Ashley Kilgore. Rachel Emily Ogden. Caitlin Ann Portillo. Avery Lauren Applewhite. Rosa Evelyn Montiel Hernandez. Tristan Liam Waldrip. J. Marieja Denise DeVault. Ganesha Fernandez Vasquez. Kirsten Fuston. Chase Hunter Martin. Maria Del Mar Baez Bielner. Cecilia Kathleen Cruz. Rashard Shiratio Johnson. Annabelle Lee Sprague. Brianna Diane Bass. Carlina Lorraine Bruno. Andrew Lee Harris. Jadarian West. Carrington Alexis Holmes. William Thomas Kraus. Gustavo Osis. Christian Bernard Brown. Roniqua Ann Rivera. Daniela Amador Diaz. Luke Edward Anderson. Lakivia Nicole Armstrong. Marlon Arriaga. Daniel Antonio Artis Jr. Brandon Charles Ball. Darian Cordell Barnes. Michaela Leanne Barnes. Joseph Ranell Barron Severance. Lauren Mackenzie Beeler. Justin Colby Bennett. Wilkie Blema. Emily Diane Bowen. Alexis Shea Bowling. Taylor Nicole Boyd.
Marquavia Tykera Brinson. Daniel Ryan Broadway. Chase Eutarchus Brooks. Hope Lynn Brown. Evan Scott Bouchon. Tailani Carici, Marvin Castro, September Lee Casey, Maya Serrato, Destiny Lynn Chambers, Christopher Cintron, Nolan Forrest Clark, Kalia Paris Collins, Tabitha Lynn Collins, Candalee, right? Candalee Cologne, Emma Ann Colson, Cassandra Crittenton, Kelsey Sierra Crowder, Ivan Cubella, Serenity Angel Curtis, Jayla Amani Davis, Micaiah Antoinese Davis, Kanijah Jamel Duveau, Elise Michael Downs, Kevis Alexander Dyer, Keyshawn Jamal Ellington, Brianna Chantrice Ingram, Justin Jose Espinosa Rosales, D'Angelo Robert Allen Fee, Hernandez Valeria Figueroa, Henry Christopher Fisher, Jacob Thomas Fisher, Brian Anthony Flores Phoebus, Enrique Flores, Jalen Flournoy, Blake Reed Folk, Maurice Tyshawn Footman Clark, Kaylee Lynn Funk, Michelle Galarza, Angie Doris Garbonati, Debbie Marianne Garcia Mojica, Omar Andres Gonzalez Vasquez, Malachi Zaire Goods Jones, Dasmond Devon Graham, Deshaun Titus Graham, Taylor Iman Gray, Jasmine Vanessa Guzman, Kylie Morgan Hackney, Christina Ashley Hanson, Caleb Eugene Hardwick, Reginald Dion Hawthorne Jr., Cody Alexander Holmes, Delvin Eugene Hoskins, Christopher Edward Lee Howard Jr., DeAndre Isaiah Hunter, Trey Deshaun Huntley, Brannon Shiloh Ingram, Jairese Terrell Jackson Yothers, Latrell Malik Jean, Darius Gerard Jenkins Jr. Aaliyah Lynn Johnson. Aria Janaya Janice Johnson. Isis Shantasia Louise Johnson. Aisha Jones. Naquan Tyon Jones. Susha Yasmin Joseph. Lorenzo Freddie Kareem Keels. Callista Mackenzie Conkle. Zachary Ryan Lazenby. Humberto Hill Leach III. Erica Kendall Lido. Jehovah Rashad Lee. Noah Eugene Lewis. Zachary Tyler Lockman. Joshua Bennington Lockwood. Derek Javier Lopez Feliciano. Andres Lorenzo. Lordy Lubin. Catherine Alexandra Maldonado Espinosa. Robert Carey Carmichael Mikowski. Yeshka Marrero Nunez. Rebecca Christina Martinez. Corey Scott Mason. Jacob Michael McCabe. Zakia Million McCoy. Colby Lamar McSwain. Lester Naheen Medina Zuniga. Gianelli Nicole Melon. A Miracle Hazel Rena Melvin. Hezron Adrian Menes. Mixwell Mercado Torres. Allison Marie Mershon. Destiny Grace Mielnicki. Jordan Nicole Miles. Vianjane Quatrice Milton. Juan Antonio Mirandes Rodriguez. Bryce Anthony Mortellaro. Christina Marie Nieves. Alyssa Brooke Nivens. Diego Ray Anthony Ochoa. Urelis Denise Oliveras. Carla Angelica Ortiz Rivera. Eric Joel Osorio Figueroa. Emily Nicole Painter. Jeremy Fabian Paiva. Jeremy Jason Patterson. Peter Brandon Perez. Sharon Levias Pogue. Ryan Elizabeth Porter. Caleb Carson Raimundo Cuel. Carl Michael Randolph II. Colin Bradley Reagan. Alyssa Michelle Reed. Frankie Luis Reyes. Noah Logan Reyna. Janae Antoinette Richards. Cody Lee Ring. Jared Scott Roberts. Kenadria Deasia Rodman. Tayshawn McCowan Rodman. Destiny Natalia Rodriguez. Joshua Jason Rodriguez. Araya John Lynn Rodriguez Lee. Peyton Douglas Rowland. Xavier Emmanuel Rosa. Donald Bernard Royster II. Lauren Ashley Lily Sams. Angel Luis San Inocencio. Courtney Danielle Sanctious. Danielle Lee Nicole Satterfield. Ashton Riley Sells. Tyler Brett Sheffield. Demarion Malik Shepard. Tamaya Latrice Schuler. Amari Nyron Terrell Smallwood. Cameron Michael Smith. Jasmine Serenity Smith. Zaria Maxine Smith. Lilybeth Joanne Salvaro. Paulette Annette Soto Montalvo. Kershawn Piera Spates. Caitlin Gail Marie Story. Jeremy Alexander Stray Jr. Kimmy Raquel Street. Liam Garrett Stroud. Lloyd Summerall. Ahmed Tariq Taylor. Cheyenne Renee Taylor. Jalen Taylor. Angelina Avranelli Tibu. Madison Jonna Rose Tomlinson. Angel Gabriel Torres Cordero. Sorialis Torres. Ian Andrew Tuttle. Stephen Joel Vasquez Zapata. Megan Nicole Waldrop. Antonio DeAndre Ware Jr. Shelby Joanne Warwick. Joshua Mike Wells Jr. Janaya Cordia White. Jordan John Wiggins. Javiez Trey Williams. Lauren Kelly Williams. Zachary Michael Williams. Kyle Brady Willis. Alexandra Hope Yoder. Stasia Elizabeth Zabolis. Keon Malik Zipperer. Andres Omar Gonzalez Vasquez. Dylan Jaden Gray. Diavi Dante Hammond. Did I mess it up? Diamante Tashad Johnson. Hey. Deshauna Pamela Ashley McKinley. Jose Rafael Maldonado. Hector Manuel Morales Gonzalez. Kirsten Taylor Lee Risden. Albert Curry Thomas. Adrena Shaloy Patience Watson.
Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2019 Senior Class President, Ms. Kirsten Patterson. Wait till we get the last one, and here it is right here. Then make sure you say, please, seniors, please rise, and then move your tassels from right left. Okay? You got it.
Seniors, please rise. Move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.